करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुकारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पूतेशयानम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् योगी युञ्जीत सततम् आत्मानं रहसि स्थितः एकाकीयत चित्तात्मा निराशीरपरिग्रहः. A very beautiful definition of a yogi Lord Krishna is again giving. Yogi yunjita satatam. Yunjita will all means like always. It will mean constantly. It means constantly. Yunjita would mean constantly the yogi. And then when you say rahasi sthitaha means that he is in solitude. This word solitude does not go with people who are fully involved in the world. They feel solitude is boring. They feel solitude means sadness. Solitude means loneliness. This is what the world feels, that solitude means it is actually a negative word. When somebody says that I was sitting by myself, it means that, oh my God, you have no one to speak to. You were doing nothing. What were you supposed to do? Oh, I feel so sorry for you. But here he says that this solitude is what the yogi is involved in. Ekaki, again, ekaki is like ekang, he's sitting by himself. He's sitting by himself. Yata chittatma, self-controlled, completely self-controlled. He has taken the discipline of the sense objects and the sense organs. Nirashira parigraha. Nirashira parigraha is nirashir and parigraha. Aparigraha. Aparigraha. Nirashir, it simply means that he is he has basically it would mean that he has got fed up with this. He has got fed up with the world. He has got fed up. He feels that it's not a negative fed up. It's not like out of sadness, but he feels that I've had so many hotels, I've had food, I've had tasted all this, but that real happiness is not there. He has got fed up. He's like he's feels that he has understood, he has woken up that this happiness which he is searching for, this is not in the world. He has become nirashir. He has become kind of you can say he's become upset with the world. He knows that this is not there. Now parigraha, this word is also very important. Parigraha simply means accumulation. Accumulation of what? Accumulation of other people's greed, having other people's wealth, greed in other people, and wealth. And this is what parigraha means. Many people feel that if this person has this perfume, maybe I should also put that perfume, maybe I can get that perfume. It is accumulation of and looking at other people, feeling that I want to accumulate more. It is not just physical, it is also mental accumulation also means like that. So parigraha simply means that. Aparigraha means that he has zero interest in other people's wealth or anything. He may be talking about it. He may say that, oh, you're wearing a nice dress, you look nice today, but that doesn't mean he's saying it out of accumulation or grabbing. He has zero interest in the world's gold, that somebody else has this gold, zero interest in the land, somebody, zero interest in that I should be getting this, I should not be getting this. He has zero interest. He has, so in the first line I said the yogi is constantly or always, but always in what? What is he doing always? He is Atmastha. He has got involved inside his own Atma. He has found the Atma Sukh. He has tasted that. Once you have tasted the essence of meditation and the depth of meditation, then you say that, yeah, if I'm sitting alone, I have 20 more minutes to quietly be by myself. The yogi is totally Atmastha. He's inside himself. He's constantly, steadily goes inside himself. And what does he do? He sits in solitude. Solitude not out of loneliness, not out of sadness, but out of deep gratitude and happiness. He is with himself. Ekaki yatachittatma. Yatachittatma, self-controlled, totally self-controlled this particular yogi is. And nirashira parigraha. Nirashi parigraha. Aparigraha. It means that he has left any accumulation of anything. This is what it means. It is basically, when the wandering self abandons its pleasure seeking misadventure. Like, you searched everywhere, you have been searching for the last 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You found this particular house great, you found this table beautiful, you found this. But now at least the learning is that, yes, I want to have the table, I want to have the house, I want to have this people in my life. But still, if I'm seeking pleasure out of them, it is not going to give me at all. And this, when nirashir, this, when you understand, then the God consciousness is experience. That is the effort you put, to restrain this wandering mind. Then you experience something. You don't see anything. It is wrong to say that you will see God. God will appear in thing. Somebody says that sights and sounds will be heard, and subtler experiences of light, and this will be heard. But surprisingly, the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra actually warns us against it. It says to be beware of it. So here, this true solitude that he is talking about, rahasi sthitah ekaki. It is not solitude, it is not psychological solitude. It is a experiential solitude. He can be in the middle of lot of people and yet be involved in himself, in yet be Atmastha. He's with hundreds and thousands of people, but he has Atmasukh. He's not seeking anything from anywhere. He's not wanting anyone's wealth. He's Atmasukhi. He's by himself. And this knowledge he has. That is why this is how Sri Krishna is saying this yogi has achieved. And this is constantly and steadily. This constantly and steadily. Shuchau deshe pratishthapya sthiramasanamatmanah natyuchritam nati nicai chailajina kushottaram. This is very famous, another shloka of how to meditate. He has set a rhythm for meditation. The great Lord Krishna has completely set a rhythm for meditation. So he set qualifications. Shuchau deshe pratisthapya. He says that you should sit in a pure place. Make sure that where you're sitting is pure, it's clean. That's the place you select for. Pratisthapya is sit down there, establish yourself there. Sthiramasana matmanah. So it should not be that your the asan is like a what you call jhula. I don't know what is jhula called in English. Anyone can help me in that? So it should not be like you're sitting on a swing. It should not be sitting on a swing. It's swinging like that. It should not be that it is going up and down like that. It should not be like that. Sthiram Sukham Asanam. That is why in Patanjali Yoga Sutra also it says, he says Sthiram Asanam Atmanaha. That it should be completely steady. You should establish yourself in that seat. Na Atyut Shritan It should not be very high. It should not be very high. It should not be in the top of a building of 20 floors very high and you're sitting on the roof of the building like that. Because sometimes, a the there is a experience of out of body experience. Like you sometimes in meditation, it is possible that the attachment to the body, it reduces very much. The attachment that I that is there, no, it reduces very much. That time it is dangerous to sit on the roof of a mountain, or maybe he's actually not talking about a building, he's talking about the mountains or hills. Or so if you're then if you go down, you will just fall down there. So he's saying that that should not be there. Na ati nichai. This means that you should not be sitting totally down. Now, this down is not on your floor. It down simply means down, like in the what in the valley. It should mean in the valley, or it should mean like underground somewhere, because they will be fully loaded with insects. So they will just crawl on you and they will not allow you to meditate. It is not meaning that you should not sit down. Many people have misunderstood this. Chaila Jina Kushottaram. Now this is what is the issue with all this particular shloka, which I can understand, that he says that your seat should be of grass. Chaila Jina Kushottaram. Kushottaram is your seat should be of grass, and it should also have some deer skin. Chaila Jin. It should also have some deer skin, and Kushottaram. It should be also cloth. You can say also cloth, because it basically prevents you from the effect of the earth, and it also preserves the inner magnetic force, preventing it from being earth and lost. So always you will see that meditation has to be done on some yoga mat. It cannot be you sitting on the ground. Never you sit on the ground for meditation, and you sit on some yoga mat and you close your eyes and sit. Now this is what many people who are going to refer and say that Sri Krishna has referred that you sit on a deer skin. And this is true, but it is not by killing a deer. It is only by finding a dead deer and taking that. When you did not have any cloth, you did not have clothes, you did not manufacture yoga mats. This means that 5,000 years back, this was the way of life. And he said, okay, you just skin it off and just sit on that. But this does not apply to you now, and neither does it mean that you go out, find a deer skin and sit on that. It means nothing. It doesn't even mean that you buy a very expensive yoga mat, or you buy some silk, clothes for your sitting for your asan down. It means nothing. It means nothing. It is not psychological rahasi sthitaha. It is not psychological ekaki. It is inner peace. It is inner solitude. It is inner peace. So what you do, you just put a nice yoga mat, whichever you have at home. Make sure that whole yoga mat is cleaned sometimes. Make sure your place where you're sitting for meditation is clean. That cleanliness, what it does, it makes you meditative. Atmosphere is fresh. There is no dust around you. You're going to do some pranayam. You're going to do some meditation. You feel healthy and want to repeat this meditation again. So he's giving this, these points for meditation, that sthira masana matmanah. You sit established asan, firmly establish your asan there somewhere, and then not too high, not too low, and then meditate like that.
मनोरस्कं वनमाला विराजितम् शङ्खचक्रधरं देवं कृष्णं वन्दे